All right, and now we are joined by Greg Remmenga for some more legal advice. And today we're talking about car accidents and particularly the importance of getting medical care after that, correct?
Well, I've talked several times about the fact that after a car accident or after any injury, the big issue is not going to be really what caused the accident, but how this accident affected you and how it affected your medical condition. So it is critical that you get competent, good, consistent medical care. I need to know what your injuries were. I need to know how those injuries affected you. I need to know how those injuries are going to be treated, how those treatments are going to affect you the rest of your life, and how your current medical condition is different than your medical condition before the accident. The insurance companies are going to blame all of your injuries and all the exacerbation of those injuries on your previous life history, previous accidents, previous injuries, previous pains. And so in order to counter that, I need good doctors to tell me what your injuries are and how those are going to affect you.
Okay, and does that speak to maybe the importance of having good medical care prior to something like this happening as well?
Well, it'd be important to have good, consistent medical care beforehand so that the doctors could tell you those differences. I treated you a year ago, you didn't have any of these complaints, you do now, so obviously something's changed. But it's more important that you get immediate care now, even if you haven't had prior care, because the doctors can tell if those are fresh injuries. The doctor can tell how those are going to affect you. And if you wait or you don't disclose to the doctor all of your prior conditions and all your current conditions, they're never going to give the attorney the information they need.
Okay.
So we need that information in order to help you. If you withhold information or if you don't get consistent care, it's just going to hurt you.
Okay, so ultimately, how soon? Just as soon as possible should people get this care? Or?
Well, as soon as possible or as soon as you start feeling it. Oftentimes, a person can go through an accident and they don't feel anything the day of the accident. 2 days later, they start feeling the pain. They should go as soon as they start feeling the pain, but it's not important to go right the day of the accident if you're not in pain.
Okay, so as soon as you're feeling the symptoms and whatnot, then definitely go as soon as possible?
Definitely go as soon as possible and get consistent care. Don't skip treatments, don't skip therapy, get consistent care.
All right, well, appreciate the info. Thanks so much, Greg. Here's the information if you want to get in contact with Greg. There's his phone number and the location of his office. We'll have your complete forecast coming up right after the break.
If you want Greg to answer one of your legal questions, visit KREXTV.com, click on Live in the Studio, and submit your question on the right side of the screen. Watch Greg's segment every Wednesday on News Channel 5 at noon.